It is so loud in here. It is mind-numbing. I don't think this is the best decision I could have made. But I wanted to come check this place out. Again. You know, we've had some decent lives in here before. Just like hanging out type of lives. That's all I plan on doing on now. But there's a bunch of people in here. Let me get over to all messages. What do we got? 64 people. That is awesome. Let me say hellos to some people. Do you know where we are? I mean, I went all like, cause I'm rewatching Vikings. I went all freaking leather and straps and shit. Cause I just think it's kind of hot. I didn't bring my Apple Watch, so I can't tell the decibels, but it's gotta be like 110. No bullshit. Let's see, who's here? And I still gotta go get my coffee. No Ellis Island. We are at Fontainebleau. Phil, Mary, Tom Mac, Janice, Val Marie, Liz, Venus, N90, Maria, Sony, Tom Mac. Did I say Tom Mac? I might have said Tom Mac. I don't know. Yeah, this dude. That's definitely not Ellis Island. Ellis Island is kind of like it's like a dive bar. But we are going there this week. I'm probably going tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Jim Wolf, Mary Leathers, Chanel Fischel, Great Dane Mom. Come on, keep coming, keep coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. I don't know how long we're gonna go in here, because like I said, it's loud. I'm probably already freaking demonetized, you know? But I don't even know what the signal is around here. Like the 5G inside the building was like 1,000 megs down and 70 up. But I don't know. T-Mobile never called me back today. They were like, oh yeah, we're gonna monitor everything and then we're gonna figure out what's what. I didn't monitor shit. They didn't even call me back. Alan, what's happening? Captain Lope. Tom Helm. Ken Neal, what's going on? Liz. Keith A. Alex. I like giving all the shout outs. Some people don't have patience for it, but I love it. What's with the love? Yeah, we're going to talk about love closing. Kerry. Sylvia. I got a couple things we're going to talk about. Kyle, what's going on? BCDC. All right, everyone's stacking up. 102 people. All right, cool. So, I got to get some of that coffee. They got the worst coffee on the entire Las Vegas Strip, but I kind of felt like a dick if I was going to bring my own. I don't even want to walk over there with, it is loud. It's like, bomb. Since the minute I walked in here. But I don't know. I just figured because we're having issues with the cellular connection around Las Vegas right now, so I figured I'd, haunt a couple places that I know had good connection. This seems to have decent connection. We're pulling like 9 megabits right now. So that is good. So I will suffer their crappy coffee just to hang out, because we do got some catching up to do on. There is some news that I wanted to go through. President Frank, Angie, Marie Bella, everyone seems to be here. So I think I'm going to go avail myself of that crappy coffee now. And there seems to be a convention in here. There's a lot of, there's a lot of badges of business people. I don't know what kind of convention, but they spending top dollar to be up in here. So, it is what it is. I got nothing necessarily bad. You saw me sitting around a slot machine last year at the Mirage. That was probably a year ago. The photography convention was last month, so yeah, it was definitely a year ago. And I was going to go over there again today, over to the Mirage, and sit in one of their coffee shops and hang out, and we'll do some people watching. Cheese convention. But apparently they refilled the pool from what I saw, so I wanted to see it with water and people. But we'll do that later in the week. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Listen to Jim. Jim knows what he's talking about. Jim is a wise man. All right, 134 people. So, let's go get our crappy coffee. But first, If you're not already subscribed, I'm going to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do skin, which is at least, yeah, it's a furry convention. 5 times a week, 5 furry conventions a week. And if you want a sports channel, I got all the stuff down now, all the links, especially go check out brorfredrik.com. That's my site. That is my personal streaming platform, similar to YT, except raw and freaking uncensored. Let's see, today we had a live stream over there, and what did we talk about? We talked about my personal take and feelings about the situation between the conflict with the Rus and the Ukraine people. So, you know, I handled that. What else did we go over? We went over the situation with the lawyers going, you know, crazy over in Summerlin. Not that it's a Vegas channel over there, but it was worth talking about. We talked about my divorce, one of my divorces. What else did we talk about? We talked about, men's rights when it comes to divorce and child support. We talk about all the things we can't talk about here. So, if you're into that type of stuff, go check me out, brorfredrik.com. Costs you like a cup of coffee, not even a cup of coffee. $1 a day? No, 50 cents a day. For 50 cents a day. If you're not, get your money right. But, yeah, you can spend it however you want, I don't care. But if that sounds like a lot of money, we need to talk. Yeah, furries are kind of freaky, you know? So it's like, so you dress up as a tyrannosaur and you're like, what up, baby? And like, I'm assuming they knock boots with the freaking costume on and everything. That's some freaky shit. But hey, listen, to each their own. You know, I got my own like kinks and whatnot. So you know, I never begrudge any other person their kinks. You know what I'm saying? We all got it, hopefully. I mean, if you don't have any kinks, what up? Go experiment. But as long as it doesn't involve, as long as it's consensual and legal, freaking go for it. Who cares? It's AMV. Yeah, we can talk about that subject too. You want on brorfredrik.com. We can talk about everyone's various kinks if you want to like discuss shit. I don't care. Talk about anything. Oh, you listen to that? It's like boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go get some of the crappiest coffee on the entire Las Vegas Strip, and let's go. I'll take this with me. I was gonna leave this here and just point it. Should I? You know what? Maybe I will. What if someone comes and snags it? Let me see something. Because the music is even louder over there. Let me point it in that direction. Bonk. Wow, is that loud? That's where the coffee spot is, right there. I guess if I look back and I see one of these conventioneers snagging my shit, I could like do what? We got some sheets. I'm redoing one of my bedrooms. Somebody remind me to talk about redoing the bedroom, the shit that I found out about furniture these days. I mean, I am in shock. I haven't bought furniture in like 5 years, no, 6 years. And I'm like shocked at what's going on with furniture activities. All right, you can kind of see. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. All right, if anyone tries to steal you guys, like yell. I'll be right back. Did you miss me? Alright, let's do it. I don't feel like doing construction over there. Alright, hearing the thumping music. Boonch, 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 oonch, 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 oonch. Yeah, that was a $10 coffee right there. What it is, what it is. What am I gonna do? Alright, there we go. That's better. I can watch my building procedure. They're cool to me over there. That chick who's always there, she's been there since opening night. And she's like, hey, how you doing? So, you know, we chatted. What up? That's nice to be remembered. Not like Norm, but, you know, that's cool. But let's see if they, like, stepped up that coffee game at all. Oh. And I had him hook me up. Because I was like, I'm like, you got any 2% back there? And he's like, why is that blown out? There we go. He's like, yeah. I was like, it's cold. He's like, yeah. He's like, pretty cold. I'm like, no, wrong answer. I was like, I don't want any cold milk in my hot coffee. And it's like, I'll steam it for you, bro. And I'm like, cool. All right. I think we have enough coffee. I mean, enough sugar to make this kind of tolerable. So yeah, Phil with the 3 Bananaramas, thank you very much, brother. And I appreciate your kind donations over during the other live stream, because you're friggin' awesome, bro. We're gonna do some good hanging out. Tom with the 20 Bananaramas, I do appreciate that. You are awesome. I'm gonna give the likes and the loves and the hearts and all that other stuff. Yeah, I saw the $27 for a slice of pizza bullshit. I mean, this town is like boiling the frog. I think that was over here. This place is kind of expensive. Wasn't that over here? If I'm not mistaken, it was. I ain't paying no 27 bucks for a frickin' slice of pizza. All right, steamed milk. Oh, the steam's so good. The sugar sat on the top before it frickin' submerged. Like a U-boat. Alright. I'm gonna start with 5. Hopefully that works. Should I save a few of these for posterity for when this place closes? Maybe. Well, I shouldn't say that. How bad is the music? Seriously. Is it like super unts, unts, unts? I was next to some people. They were like, holy shit, are these machines tight? I believe it. Wow, it's still foamy. Tastes like wood. All right, 5 more. All I got is 10. This better do it. You can hardly hear it? All right, good. I don't know what, maybe it is copyright or not. I don't know, but I never heard anything like this before. I don't travel in these kind of circles. I guess you gotta be from Miami or some shit. All right, 5 more going in. Do I honestly need more than 10 to make this tolerable? I mean, it's really not good coffee. If it wasn't for them being so nice to me, I don't know. Maybe next time I'll bring my own. Buy it at Circus and walk across the street. Alright. Go, bro. I'm guessing, yeah, I think I need 18. I'm gonna have to trip on back there. You might have to watch the bone again. Oh, a little better. A little better. More stirring. It's bitter. Who likes bitter coffee? I mean, I don't. I like flavorful. I like, you know, I like rich. I like rich coffees. I don't like bitter coffees, and this shit is bitter. It tastes like Starbucks coffee, but even more bitter. All right, let's see. got a gaggle more. Let me try another 5. Oh, that's freaking magic. I picked up 10 again exactly. No, I picked up 11, thank God. I don't like even numbers. Even numbers are such assholes. I like odd numbers. Except the number 2. The number 2 is cool. Number 6 is a total asshole. Alright, 5 more, going in. Alright, so yes indeed, the show Love, the Beatles show, a lot of people love the Beatles, you know, nostalgia and whatnot. I was never a big Beatle fan. My mom's was kind of, you know, so I did have to listen to it growing up a little bit, but I don't know, it is what it is. But I heard the show was good, I never did see it. However, they announced today that it was closing. This is over at the Mirage, and closing's supposed to take place in July. So yeah, however, let me find something real quick. However, there was an internal release about said information. Let me see if I can find that. Let me rustle that up real quick. I saved it. I did. Okay. There was an internal release. It's an internal memo that came from, let's see, Mike Newquist, president of the resident and affiliate shows division of Mirage, aka, what's it face? Hard Rock. Now, in the second paragraph, it's with a heavy heart, we're here to announce, blah, 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 sorry, show's closing, yada, yada, yada. This is the interesting part, because I did a whole thing on the Mirage closing. Now, this kind of lines up with it, but it also says, as you know, last year, Hard Rock International took possession of the Mirage, where Love was presented for nearly 18 years, and I never saw that. Well, I'm here 18 years. Now, listen to this sentence. It says, our new partner informed us that they are planning to close the entire property for major renovations. We expect it to be by the end of 2024, but we now know that the show will close on July 7th in advance of the entire property closure, as the renovation process is about to start. That was an internal memo. I know who got it. I mean, you know, I'll give credit what credit is due. I don't know. Yeah, I'll give credit what credit is due. It was Vital Vegas. I mean, people send them all the internal memos and whatnot. I don't want anyone's internal memos, but it's interesting. But since then, it's been plastered all over the internet. So this internal memo, which probably wasn't supposed to, you know, be made public, is saying that, see, the thing is, our new partner, who's a new partner that they're talking about, and, you know, that's a little vague, but I know what they're saying, but it's still corp speak. Not gaslighting, but it's corp speak. But they said they're going to renovate the entire property, and they're going to close it by the end of the year. And they initially claimed that they're going to do it in stages and whatnot. And that would make sense. I mean, if they were to close it after F1, and F1 is in November, so that kind of lines up with the end of the year. But there's no way in the freaking world that place is going to get done by the next F1. So that still remains open for conjecture. My prediction, my batting average with making Vegas predictions is pretty damn good. I'm probably up in like Babe Ruth territory, you know, if not more. I'm probably batting 750. I'll make a prediction that I'm not going to put it, I'll put it at like 50-50. My prediction is that Hard Rock also attempts to buy, maybe not buys, but attempts to buy Treasure Island. So that way they could generate income while that renovation is taking place, and or toss the guitar property. You know, I think that's the play because they're connected and everything. We shall see. I mean, that's what I would do if I was them. That's all I'm saying. So I only want 1% commission on that deal. Hard rock. Thank you very much. Sufficient sugar to make this tolerable. I got some other news too, but let me catch up on the chat activities. What do we got? 160 people listening to unts. Yeah, T.I. is sitting pretty. They're in the driver's seat right now. That's plan is on. Let's see, Chris, what's going on? Kevin Christopher. Where do you think the Beatles Love Show is gonna go back to? I'm curious to see what that is. All right, I think I'm caught up, but I got other news. Let's stick with you guys all talking amongst yourselves. I feel like a stranger. No, I love when you guys talk amongst yourselves. Lauren, my wife sometimes takes a nap at the movies. That's cool. Oh, yeah. I know. Oh, so after I was like, I sounded the alarm about the Tropicana being all full of asbestos. I mean, it just makes sense. How's it not asbestos in there? So now, like, every newspaper and every radio station, everything in Las Vegas is like, oh my God, but the asbestos. I was talking about that shit a month ago. You know, it is going to be an implosion. So that means asbestos is everywhere. And they're going to say, oh, we pulled it all out. With what, a frickin' toothbrush? No, you didn't. I think that's impossible. Trisha, thank you very much. That just popped up. I do appreciate it. So yeah, and they do have teams that go in there and they take care of asbestos. I mean, we've seen them. They're like, you know, they go in there with the suits and the this and the that and, you know, the whole shit. But that doesn't get all the asbestos out of, you know, what do they have, like 1,000 rooms? And there's dark corners of that place that haven't been looked at by a human being in 40 years. So yeah, it's like finding feathers in a hen house. Yeah. So yeah, when that thing implodes, it's gonna be lead paint. So you know what's talking about the lead paint? You heard it here first. Lead paint, guaranteed lead paint. That's gonna be poof into the air and asbestos all over Las Vegas. I hope it's a windy frickin' day, but they don't do implosions on windy days. So all I'm saying is I ain't breathing it. They will pump up the price. Yeah, they're pumping up the price of everything. Oh yeah. Oh, this is your last chance to see the Beatles show. Only $499. Yeah, the commercials do disconnect you from chat. I don't know why. That's freaking dumb, but, you know, I don't work for them. You know what I'm saying? Stash Cat. Yeah, that's the other thing I'm thinking. Imagine all the shit they're gonna find. I mean, they're talking about all they said there's like hundreds of cats supposedly inside the Tropicana. I don't know if that's true or not. I saw a picture of one, you know, but people like to exaggerate. But I'm sure there's cats in there. I'm sure there's rats in there. I'm sure there's roaches in there. I'm sure there's all sort of manner of creepy crawly critters and fleas and bed bugs and every other damn thing. Scorpions, because we're in the desert. Rats, mice, possums, raccoons, you know, helmogranites and shits that freaking bite you like 50 times. They like bite you as they walk, like stitches. I had one got me in the back the other day, little bastards. Here they fall out of the trees and they're only like a third of an inch or so, but they fall out of the trees. And when one lands on you, the minute it's like, let me start biting. You know, they're not even like passive about it. And if you're like this, they're like, oh, let me bite harder. That way my freaking mandibles get caught. They're assholes. But there's gonna be all sorts of stuff in there. But there's also gonna be pharmaceuticals, money, jewelry, condoms. I mean, you name it, they're gonna find it in there, you know? That's gonna be intense. Yeah, the stained glass ceiling, they say they're gonna save. I don't know where they're gonna save it to, you know? take it apart little by little and put it where, you know? They'll try to sell it to somebody. I don't know, who would buy that and put it up and say, oh, this is from the Tropicana? I don't know, it just is what it is. That's full of lead too. There's a ton of freaking lead and shit in there, but yeah, Chris, there's like bone, yeah, there's bones in there, there's people in there. Yeah, like they wanted to sell little chunks of it, you know, put it around town or whatever. I mean, it's not like the boneyard, what do they call it, the sign boneyard or whatever. What are they gonna do with it? Let it rot in the sun, you know? But maybe they'll sell it on eBay or whatever, you know, buy a piece of history. Like people were dumb enough to buy like $5, you know, $25, $100 chips. Not dumb, but you know what I'm saying, like for what? Sentimental purposes. Maybe they'll buy that too, who knows? Yeah, there's probably bodies in there. There's probably pew-pews in there, blue lot activities, knives, you name it. I'm sure it's in there. I'm sure it's in there. With enough sugar, it's tolerable, but I'm not really drinking it. I got some more stuff for you. Alright, let me get back over to stuff. Where's the stuffs? Stuffs that dreams are made of. Oh, there's one. The Nomad. We have a Nomad here in... Oh, shut up. We have a Nomad in Park MGM here in town. It's like the higher end, you know, I've been down to, they have like they actually have their own casino, but you can't tell because it's blended in with the, you know, the Park MGM casino. Hilton bought it. Hilton, well, they call it acquiring. So Hilton acquired that. So holds it, it's a majority stake now. So they added that to their portfolio. And Nomad, it's not just the one here. Nomad has hotels in London, New York, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. The hotel within a hotel at the Park MGM since late 2018. So yeah, so that's good news, I guess, but you know, corporations are buying up everything. Everything's getting consolidated. That way it like eliminates the competition, which, you know, whatever, it is what it is. So that'll be the third Hilton property or the fourth Hilton property in town. So you got what? Rio is part, correct me if I'm wrong. Definitely you have it over at, which way is it? I think that way. At Resorts World. There's another standalone Hilton, and Trump, at Trump International, Hilton owns part of that. So if you're happen to be a Hilton person, you know, you might be in good shape. So, you know, check your Hilton points, you might be able to stay over at the Nomad. You know, well, I mean, it's going to be a while before the acquisition takes place, but good news and bad news. I don't like monopolies. I don't like one company buying frickin' everything. All right, and last but not least, and then we're gonna talk about furniture disasters, because maybe you guys can give me advice, because I'm kind of bugging. All right. You know how I keep saying, like, everyone's like, oh, the A's are going where the Tropicana is. Oh, the A's, the A's, the A's, the A's. The A's, you know, they can't, you know, a high school baseball team probably has a better chance of filling a stadium in Las Vegas than the A's. We all know that. So, not the wisest decision. The town, even though it's apparently on the surface supporting their decision to come here on the surface, behind the scenes, they're just like, you know, too much bullshit going on here. We don't know if you're going to come through. It's like, you know, it's like the A's are the hot chick and Las Vegas is the friend zone, you know, the dude in the friend zone. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, I like you, but I'm busy Saturday night, you know, that type of shit. So, I've been of the opinion that it'll probably not happen, maybe to the tune. I was once at 70% yes, 30% no. Then I was like 60% yes. Now I'm down to 50% yes. Might even go a little lower because it's just pure sugar now, which is okay. what happened today, in an announcement today, Bally's Corporation, not Bally's, the old Bally's, but Bally's Corporation, they decided today to let it leak out. I don't know whether that's a pressure maneuver, you know, a little tactic or whatever, but they decided to let it leak today that they might just flat out sell the land in order to finance a project they got going on in, I think, Chicago. Let's see. Hedge fund taking it over, yada, yada, yada. The largest shareholder, Sue Kim, rejected the bid, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, Chicago. So, they have a project in Chicago, and they're like, fuck it, let's just sell off the land because this has no motion. I mean, they're not obligated. Both parties might be obligated. They do probably have, an MUA, but, those can be broken for like, $100 grand. Pay the attorney fees, give me $100 grand and get the hell out of here. That's how corps work. So, yeah. Tropicana might sell the land right out from under them, and you'll never see the A's in Las Vegas ever again. Who they'll sell it to? I don't know. People say, well, that makes it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make it easier because that land is worth a shit ton of money. And if the A's need me and all my fellow residents and all you tourists to pay half the tab because we have to finance billionaires. That's just the way of Las Vegas. Then they're not buying that land on any stretch of the imagination. What'd they say? $800,000 shortfall? Anyway, I digress. What do we got? 205? Yeah, the Bad News Bears can fill that up. Yeah, it's going to be junk bond. Yeah, it'll be probably, I don't know, junk bonds really aren't a thing anymore, but yeah, it's going to be a pretty junky freaking bond. But, Las Vegas and the residents, and unfortunately you guys, because these taxes, quote unquote invisible taxes, always end up in your room rates and the taxes and all that shit. But they're only temporary, don't worry about it. Have you ever seen a tax go away? Ever? In the history of taxdom? Have you ever seen anyone ever say, you know what? We promised you'd make this go away. No. It's like, so yeah. The tax to pay for a Legion. I've walked around a Legion. I have no intention of ever going in there. However, my taxes are going towards it, and part of your room rates are going towards it. So, yeah. Why don't they play at the... Yeah, I mean, probably, but that area where the AAA ball field is over in Summerlin by Red Rock is not set up to handle any kind of traffic flow, and it's a pretty secure place, but parking, ingress, egress, I mean that's a logistical nightmare over there. They might. It'd be smart. I mean, they only bring like 6,000 people to every game. It doesn't matter who, what, where, how. Anyway. Yeah, Spear tickets could help pay for the park. Oh my god. I'm reading chat, so it is what it is. So if you want to chat. Chatty chatsteins. Going to Sacramento, yeah, I know. It's a complicated thing. And like I said, Las Vegas gets caught holding the bag on everything. Got caught holding the bag on Tesla. Got caught holding the bag on Faraday. Faraday was going to compete with Tesla, put Tesla out of business and all this other bullshit. We gave them tax benefits. They took the money and ran. I mean, Vegas is just always laying on its back with its legs open, not using protection. That's just the way it is. And, something's got to come of it, Someone will be the baby daddy. So Vegas ended up the baby daddy for Allegiant Stadium, and now they're bragging how, it's made so good for the local economy because it's made its money back. It's made like 300% over the initial investment. To who? To me in my property tax? Did I get to wet my beak on that? What, last time you checked into a hotel room, did they like, hey, you know, you were here 3 times during the construction, and we know we hit you up for $6 each time you stayed to help finance that shit? Guess what? We're giving you a dividend. 18, 18, and 18. There you go. Did that happen? No. So what is this? What is this? Why are we cheering them on? So the rich got richer, the team got richer, the dude with the frickin' haircut, the bowl that they shaved around, he got richer, now he's a billionaire. His net worth went from like $50 to 50 billion. You know, yeah, okay, it's so good for the local economy. Like who? I didn't make any money off it. I don't know anyone who's making any money off of it. You know, the rich got richer. Yeah, okay. On our dollar. All right. We need to talk about something. Maybe you guys can give me advice. Let's see, what's going on? Let me say hello to a few more people that are getting on. KFC. Flat out. Yeah, I mean, F1's don't even get me started. Even though I went, it still sucks. Let's see. Greg, Jasper, Miss Google. Who else is here? KFC. All right, now the Unsen. I feel it. I got moves. Let's see. Furniture. All right, I need advice. I'm gonna throw it out there. I need some advice. All right, for those of you who know, I have a studio in my house, right? I took one of the bedrooms. I got rid of all the furniture. This was like when I decided to do it. I got rid of the furniture. Well, I put the furniture that was in that room in the spare room. I always was kind of using it as an office. So I got these 2 bedrooms. One's the office, one is a guest room. All right, you know, because occasionally, like, that's the first thing. Hey, we're in town, and I'm like, okay, you know, like, yeah, it's gonna stay over, all right. You know, or if we're hanging out, you know, someone's like drinking or whatnot, you know, I'm just like, go crash in a freaking room. I don't want you driving or being in an Uber, you know, whatever. Anyway, okay, so I got the guest bedroom and I got the office. Now, the office / studio, it started out as an office. Perfect size. Had all my shit, had my stand-up booth for doing voiceovers, the editing station, the whole bit. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a studio in here and I'll start doing some studio live streams. That's the evolution of it. However, it's the smallest out of my bedrooms. It is 14 by 16, I think it is. It's pretty small. The other room is bigger. The other guest bedroom. So, my intention now, and I'm going to start right after the Bror Nation Get Together 2024, which is coming up in, 2 weeks minus a day. I'm going to start. Like, as soon as it's over, that weekend, I'm going to start tearing down the studio and moving everything. What's going to happen is, I'm going to have to pull everything out of one room, put it in the living room, the dining room, whatever, and move the studio in. I want more space. The other spare bedroom is like 16 by 18, I think it is, 16 by 20, I don't know, it's larger. Okay, so I'm gonna take what's in there and put it back in the other room. So basically I'm just doing a switcheroo. And now after having done like 50 live streams out of that studio, I know what I like about it, and I know what I don't like about it. And there's a bunch of things I don't like about the way it's set up. And it took a long time to get that right. But I got the plan in the head. It's not gonna take as long. So I figured, so I'm gonna turn the small one back into a bedroom. So I'm like, I'll get new furniture. Simple. I mean, the bed's still good and everything. It's like a Serta Posturepedic with a box spring, and then like the other bed. So it's like this, you know. and it's got like the foam and the memory foam topper. It's not the kind you flip over, you have to rotate it, you know. But a nice one. I paid, you know, like $1,000 for it, $1,200, whatever it was. And it's got the metal frame, and it's got the headboard, but it's kind of like, it's a little bit dated, you know. I wanted to make it a little more light and airy. It's wood, you know, quality wood. It's, I forgot the name brand, but it's Broyhill. It's friggin' Broyhill. It ain't no joke, but it's like 10 years old, or maybe even 15 years old, but it's Broyhill. It's all wood, the whole bit. But again, dated. So I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna take the time to do this, I could probably sell this whole bedroom set because it's got an armoire, 2 nightstands, and a dresser with a mirror and shit. You know, all Broyhill. I could probably sell all that for like $500 all freaking day long. It's probably worth like $2,000. Okay. But again, I bought this a long time ago. Solid wood, you know, no particle board. I mean, it might be a little particle board, but for the most part, it's good shit. You know, like the drawers, they move like this. You know, you can put bowling balls in the drawers. I mean, it's a Broyhill. Okay. So I'm like, all right, I'll get rid of this because this is like heavy, it's large, especially because it's going into a smaller room, a slightly smaller room. I figured, let me like brighten it up. So I go looking for furniture. You staying with me? This is the whole story. Stick with me. So I'm like, okay, let me shop for furniture. So what do I want? I'm like, let me get something white, maybe white lacquer, white gloss lacquer, something like that. It'll be brighter. I'll put like the nightstands, because I just like the look of having, even though I'm not gonna sleep in there, you know? But I like the nightstand look. Gotta have a dresser. Gotta have a TV in there, but I put the TV on top of the dresser. So I'm starting to look. Go looking. Okay, the first place I went looking is why am I? Yeah, what's up with that? Am I freezing? Are they shutting me down? Alright, let me hang out and wait for this signal to chill out a little bit. I'll drink coffee. I'm on that Wi-Fi. Suddenly they just like got all sorts of wonky. I was pulling like 6 to 9 megabits. Now I'm pulling 1. I wonder if they're like starting to time me out because I've been on that connection a long time. Let me keep an eye on it. But I want to continue with my story. Alright, let me keep an eye on it. Alright, the story continues. So, I looked at, the first place I went to look at is Amazon. You know, even though they're being total assholes to me. I mean, they're being total assholes to me. And we're about to go to war. Not literally, verbally. They're being assholes to me. Even though I'm I'm an affiliate, I'm an influencer. You know, I make like $5 a month off them. I think they can like twist my arm. So I go there, I go looking. Okay. I go to Wayfair, which I don't like Wayfair all that much because I believe that, I mean, Wayfair is weird because they have like cabinets with like children's names that should cost like $30 and they sell them for like $25,000. Have you ever seen that controversy? That's something we could talk about on brorfredrik.com. But just out of curiosity, I went there. Hope I'm not on a list now. I looked at Walmart. I looked at a couple of the online dealers. I think living spaces, whatever. Okay, here's the dilemma that I'm running into. It's almost impossible to get an entire set. Like when I got the Broyhill set, it was a set. I'm like, you walked into the spot and they had the room set up, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take the room. When can you deliver it? Boom, done. They don't do that anymore. It's like mix and match and buy one piece, click on this if you want something else, blah, 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 all this other bullshit. Okay, so that I'm finding a little disappointing, the a la carte aspect of buying bedroom furniture. This is all going somewhere. Okay, the number 2 thing that's completely effed up, which it's kind of blowing me away. I like my beds high. Granted, this is the guest room, so it doesn't matter to me personally, but I like beds high, Like, I once had a bed before this one that you basically needed a step stool to get into. And it had, like, pillars and shit, and, like, drapes, and, like, it was freaking gorgeous, But Vegas has smaller rooms than whatever. Is what it is. And lower ceilings. Anyway. I like high. Why is everything that I'm looking at no box spring? Every single thing I'm looking at online, I haven't gone into any furniture stores because I figured it'd be cheaper online. Every single one of them is no box spring. No box spring. And then they brag about it. They're like, no box spring necessary. In the grand scheme of things, box springs are not necessary. Because if you got a platform, I once built in a bedroom in my house in New York. I built like stairs. I built 3 platforms, like 1, 2, 3, smaller, like a pyramid, and I put the bed on it. And then I had them carpeted and shit. So you'd have to walk up like platform stairs, but they were only like 1, 2, 3. They were like platforms. And you get into the bed. I dig being up there, So this whole concept of, I'm digressing. In that one, I built another platform, like a floating platform, so like you could see under the bed. That was before like lights were popular. So you don't need a box spring, but I have a box spring. Problem is, every frickin' one of these things, it's like no box spring necessary. So the whole shit is like this high off the ground, and then you put your mattress on it, and it's like this big. And some of them, they have like nice pull-out storage shit underneath, which I'm all for. That's cool. Because then I can store some of my stuff that don't fit in my other closets in there, in the guest room. Cool. Or at the bare minimum, like spare sheets and whatever specific for that room. Oh, what is this? Is this normal? I mean, literally, I took out like cardboard boxes and tape measures, and I built like a scale thing to give me like an idea of what it is. And I swear to God, I mean, it was like Land of the Giants. Like, I was in with like the Lilliputians. I'm like, I'm standing up. And the bed, you literally have to, like, how do you even get into a bed? Okay, you got the frame from here to here. It's like 12 inches. And then you put your mattress on top of it, which is 14. So you're talking about 26 inches at best. My current bed, I measured mine and I measured the one in the guest room. Mine is 32 and the other one is 33, which is just, a hair under 3 feet. It's substantial. Not as high as I would like it, but when you sit down, just like this. You sit down on the edge of the bed. How are you going to put your shoes on, Like, it's low. You can't even sit down on a frickin' bed. How do you get into it? How do you get out of it? Do you roll? Do you roll out of the thing and then stand up somewhere else? I mean, I don't get the mentality. What is it? I mean, then I'm scaling the what do you call it? The nightstands. So I'm like, oh, this is not a bad deal. I found like sort of something that matches, and it's like, okay. And I'm looking at it, and it says like that they're 19 inches tall. 19 inches tall by 14 inches deep by like 20 inches wide. It's like, that's a freaking shoebox. Oh, but it comes with a wireless charger, and it's got LEDs and all this other shit. So your bed's over here, like on the floor, it comes up to my knee, literally up to my knee. And then the nightstand comes up to the middle of my calf. Who is this for? Who's buying this stuff, and when did this become a thing? And then I go look at the dresser. All right, this is a cool dresser. I'm looking at the dresser, and it says that the dresser, I'm taking out the tape measure again, I'm marking shit, you know, whatever, with little pieces of tape on the wall. The average dresser these days that you can buy online is 30 inches tall. 30 inches by, the average size is like between 4 and 5 feet is what they want to sell you. 30 inches? 30 inches tall. Like, are people shrinking? Is furniture just being designed for idiots? What the actual F is going on with furniture? Someone could explain that to me. I mean, 30 inches, it's lower than my bed. 30 inches. My current nightstands in my personal bedroom are 30 inches. So what they want to sell you as a dresser online is what I have for a nightstand now. Like 2 nightstands, but mine is 30 inches tall by 24 inches wide by, I don't know, 16 inches deep. And it's got 2 drawers, and they're good. So basically, it's 2 of my nightstands put together, and they're calling it a frickin' dresser now. What is going on? Is anyone in the furniture biz can explain that to me? It's nuts. So I'm like, what is this? So then I start Googling tall dressers. So yeah, it's like they're considering a dresser that's the size of mine now. The dresser that I have now is 38 inches tall. It's 38 inches. The Broyhill is 38 inches also. Now they're trying to tell us that the standard height is no longer 38, that it's 30? Because the bed is like sitting on the floor. I mean, do people live, not the you people, do people live like that? They want people to live like that? Like like you're living in a college dorm? Like you're a single dude with your first apartment, throw a mattress on the floor, hey baby, come on over? Well, you're on the floor. You're inches above the floor. Is it supposed to make the room look bigger? And then I'm like, okay, I will keep my current set, but let me get a headboard. I'll just switch out the headboard and shit. Let me go looking for headboards. So I start searching for headboards. The same scenario. And then like every headboard that's under $1,000 is designed for a 2-foot tall bed. It's like, oh, it's adjustable. You could fit up to 24. What? So I couldn't even put that stuff up there. Like a headboard, it was like $499. Okay, tape measure comes out. 42 inches tall. Like, how is this a freaking headboard? that comes up to like here on me, you know? Like, how? No, maybe like that, up to my boobies. How is that a freaking headboard? I don't get it. Why is furniture being miniaturized? Because it's all being made in China? But Chinese people are not smaller people anymore. Chinese people get big, you know? I don't know what's going on, but someone could explain that to me. Why it's like all freaking Lilliputian. I feel like Gulliver's Travel. So I'm gonna have people come over and be like, hey, okay, I might as well just get a freaking air mattress and blow it up and leave it on the floor. That's what it's like. I mean, don't get me wrong. The furniture looks nice. I mean, it's quality. It's not cheap. It's not crap. You know, it's white lacquer and whatever, and I'm just like, it's like freaking Gulliver's Travel. So I'm gonna have like someone sleep over, and they're gonna be just like, bro, I tripped over your bed. It was on the floor, you know? It's just something that I'm not used to. I'm not that old, but am I getting like out of touch with shit? I mean, when I go over people's houses, I don't see their bed this tall, literally, sitting basically on the floor. I'm confused. I am utterly freaking confused. And we're talking about, if I bought this bedroom set that's from the freaking Lilliputian collection, it's still like $1,500. It's not garbage, you know. Granted, the broil was like $8,000. No, it wasn't $8,000. It was like 3 or 4. What is going on? Explain that to me. I'm checking the comments. All right, let's see. Alright, yeah, Facebook Marketplace is an alternative, but I looked at that one, you know, I'd be driving all over town to look at shit and whatever. That I'm really not 100% down with. Number 2, I'd have to go and, you know, and like rent it and schlep it around. But what I'm not seeing is entire sets. I see like individual pieces. I see, you know, like a headboard. I see a dresser. I see a couple of nightstands. I don't see like an entire set, although they'll probably be coming on the market soon because people are losing their houses like freaks here. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problem getting, you know, people's used stuff or whatever, but at the same thing, I got the Broyhill. The stuff that I'm seeing is as old, if not older, than the Broyhill that I'm trying to upgrade from. Like, I'm gonna be the one putting mine on Facebook Marketplace myself. So I don't know. I'll just get some. I'll go full blown college. I'll get some frickin' cinder blocks and a couple of 2x4s. But I don't know. I mean, have you guys experienced the same thing? Have you gone furniture shopping lately and found that it's all like, you know, made for, well, you can't say midgets anymore. What do you gotta call them? Altitude challenge people or something like that? What is the proper technology? What's the proper word for that? I don't know. Miss Google, I had a similar thing, bed too low, I fixed it to my satisfaction. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because in my storage unit, I have a 4-inch memory foam topper that I once had on my bed, but every time I slept in it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be so freaking luxurious, you know? And every time I slept on it, it was like 4 inches. I paid like $200 for the thing. I would sink into it and I would feel trapped. I'd be like, I want to roll over, but I can't. You know, like, you know how like the memory foam kind of like sucks you in? So I'm like, I want to roll, but I can't, you know? And then like you try to roll and you have to wait until the rest of it kind of like comes up. So I was like, nah, I ain't down with this. And I stuck it in the storage place because I couldn't return it because it's like bed shit. Maybe I'll put it underneath, but see, that poses the other problem. Now, if you raise it up, all these like all-in-one bed things end up like you can't fit the mattress in there anymore with the frickin' headboard, you know? Unless I mount the headboard to the wall or some shit. I mean, I am so perplexed over what I'm gonna do about this. I don't know. I mean, in my bedroom, I have a sleigh bed. Like friggin', it's cool, you know? It's a heavy-duty piece of furniture, you know? It started out, it was like a platform thing, and then I was like, I'm getting me a sleigh bed, you know? Because it's freaking cool. And I keep shit underneath and whatever. And I got I got like a couple of different like comforter sets, depending on the mood, you know? It's like fit for a king level shit, you know? Because I deserve it, you know? But I ain't gonna have my friends sleep on the floor and crap, you know? And I buy everything on sale, so don't get it twisted. Like everything I buy is on sale. So I don't know what to do. I am like totally freaking confused. What is this? Someone wants to collaborate with me, and they want me to try to sell telescopic shower curtain rods. Yeah, my audience will really dig that. I get these all day long. Oh, we'll send you a free shower curtain if you'll talk about it on your show. Swipe. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Do I keep the shit? Even though it's like, it's not shit, it's freaking Broyhill. It's high quality stuff. But it's dated, you know? The wood look is out. It's been out for like 5 years, but now, so to wrap up the story a little bit, where do I go and get normal sized people furniture? You know, just tell me where to go get people furniture. That's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, because I'm doing this because I want to, not because I have to, you know? So where's a good place to go? I haven't gone locally here yet because I know it's gonna cost money, you know, like real friggin' money. I don't want to spend thousands. I don't mind spending like 8,000 or 1,200 or some shit. It's a freaking guest room, you know. But I'm not spending like another 2 or 3 or 4. I mean, I might get, if I'm lucky, because the economy is such crap here in Las Vegas, despite the fact that everything's so good for the local economy, people are getting tossed out in the street left and right. There is like if you go to Summerlin Classified, they have their own Facebook group. There's so much shit out there, and one of the predominant things that you'll see in Summerlin Classified is people renting rooms. They're trying to rent a spare bedroom like I have for anywhere from like $800 to $1,100 for a bedroom with a shared bathroom. Oh, but you get free internet. I mean, that's how bad it's getting here. People are literally like willing to welcome strangers into their house to try to make ends meet, you know, for that extra $1,000 in Summerlin. And then all the other stuff, furniture galore. I mean, bar stools. I mean, there's some stuff that I'm like, yeah, I would buy that, but like I said, the furniture would be like a mismatch of crap. But I would try to sell mine for like at least 5. I'm freaking Broyhill for at least 500. And then I'd spend like another 5 or 7. But where the hell do I get furniture? We don't have furniture consignment stores here. That's a problem. Estate sales, we don't really, it's Vegas, you know, estate sales here. I mean, normally when you're finding furniture, it's because they're selling the house or they're getting evicted. It's a different community here. It's not your run-of-the-mill, you know, like consignment stores. It's usually like, I'm getting evicted and I'd really like to get rid of all this shit so I don't lose my deposit. You know, that's what's happening here. So I don't know about that. Melanie, you subscribe and gave me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. So there's not a whole lot of consignment stores. There's not... We glitched again, but I think we're back. 8 megabits. Or they're generally agents trying to sell people stuff that they leave behind in the house because they're getting ready to stage it. There's a couple of staging companies. I mean, there's companies out here that sell all the furniture, like all the stuff from the Tropicana is all going to be for sale, but I don't want that crap in my house with all the bed bugs and whatever. There's some used furniture stores, but normally when I see an estate sale, this is basically how it is. You pull up to the house and they throw all the shit in front of the house, like their underwear. I mean, and then you got to go rooting through it. It's not like you go in there with a clipboard and an ascot and be like, "Hello, fine folks, let me see what you have in your estate sale." They're just like, they have like a, how would I say? How you doing? Like a rummage. Okay, we're good. it's like a rummage sale. They throw all this shit in the front of the house, and they're just like, I don't want to go in there. You know, it's different. This is a different place. It's a very different place. We do have a Big Lots here. That's interesting. Okay, that's an idea. We can go to Big Lots. Well, thank you, Melanie. They're like various shades of blue. A staging company I know is going out of business, so they're just like, all right, you know, we'll sell. They showed their warehouse, and they had like 10 different, you know, bed staging things. The other thing I'm thinking is, okay, I buy one of these shit beds that are 2 feet off the ground. Okay, you can't use a box spring anymore, so I'd have to toss the box spring, and, you know, maybe I could build some. I don't feel like doing construction, you know? What am I gonna do? Put a couple of bricks under it to make it like normal size? But seriously, how the hell do you get into a bed that's exactly 2 feet off the ground? 2 feet. Like, figure that out. That's like up to your knees. So you can't sit on your bed anymore. So, how do you even climb into it? Do you brace yourself? Do you walk up to your bed and put your hand out and then lower yourself into it? Me, I sit on the end of my bed and I'm in freaking bed, you know? I take off my shoes, I put on my slippers, I do my stuff, you know? But 2 feet. 2 feet is freaking ridiculous. So, I don't know. Okay, so where else do I go? I found a set at, Ashley's. And then went to Living Spaces. Wow, $2,000 less? Living Spaces. Okay, I'll look up Living Spaces. I will check out Big Lots. What else should I check out? Yeah, this is a different town. I mean, the concept of estate sales, and then again, too, you know, everyone puts their stuff up on Facebook Marketplace, so I don't know. I really haven't seen any. You know, like the ones I see, you know, this town is so big. I mean, you think it's like a small town, but, oh yeah, I might see something in, like, Henderson, let's say. I'm not going to drive to Henderson all the way across town to some, you know, whatever type of place, and bust with my old light, because you know I'm going to do it. With the UV light, I don't know if you can see that. You know, I'm not gonna bust with my UV light. I had it on lockdown. I'm not gonna break out my UV light and see all the people schmutz all over the shit, all the frickin', you know, all the baby batter and everything else all over the furniture. You know what I'm saying? Because I am gonna do that. And drive all the way to Henderson, which for me is like a half an hour drive and a half an hour drive back. It takes a long time. It used to be like 10 minutes across the whole town, north or south. Now it's like from the east, as far as you can go in the west to the east, is like 45 minutes to an hour, you know, with traffic and all the rest of that shit. I'm not gonna spend 2 hours driving and be disappointed by someone's used shit. So I do have a little reluctance to do that because I just don't have the time in my life to, you know, to spend, you know. That's like my whole day. So I'm gonna go there, look, be disappointed, come home. There's 3 hours shot. I mean, I work freaking 12 hours a day, bare minimum. So now the rest of my day is gonna be shot. So I don't know. Yeah, like I said, Wayfair I did look at. It looked just about the same quality, probably a little better than Amazon, for like double to triple the price, but I'm very suspect of Wayfair. Wayfair, all right, how do I started to say it before, I can't talk about things like that. We'll talk about Wayfair elsewhere, on my own channel, well, my own platform, brorfredrik.com. We'll check it out over there. But this Wayfair is a bit shady for many, many reasons. Can't talk about that here. But yeah, I'd still look, just out of curiosity. Sometimes I sit on my bed, then fall over sideways, bang, you know what I saw? Someone had on Facebook Marketplace one of them all-in-one beds where it's like, it's got like the chaise lounge. It's kind of like a sex chair, you know, on the side, and it's got speakers, and it's got lights that come over, and it's leather, and it's got the TV that comes up. It's like the whole environment, you know, like your all-in-one deal. Someone was selling one of those, and they showed the original receipt and the original pictures, and it was $5,499.99. And they wanted $1,500, but it was for a king-size bed, which I've had king-size beds, but I think it's, you know, unless there's like 3 or 4 of you sleeping in there. I mean, even for 2 people, it's like, if it's for 2 people, you end up just sleeping on opposite sides. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's weird, unless it's 3 of you. You know, unless you got a harem going on, get a king-size. But for all intents and purposes, I'm down with the queen. I was like tempted. I'm just like, this thing's kind of sick. But then I gotta buy the king size mattress and all the frickin' sheets and all that other shit. But other than that, I really haven't seen something I liked. And they were gonna deliver it. Yeah, I think queen. Yeah, king beds is like, I mean, it's cool to be able to like spread out. But after a while, after like the thrill is gone, you're just like, what the hell am I doing with this thing? Like dominating my entire room, you know? I don't know if it vibrates. It probably does, but it has everything. Just go look at those all-in-one bed things and whatever. And there's like weird shit. There's probably like, you know, stuff to like tether. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's probably like places to like clamp on some straps and whatever, you know, if that's your thing. But yeah. You were in living spaces not too long ago, looking for your son, saw a bunch of platform-style beds that were really nice. I think $1,600 for 5 pieces. See, that's not bad, but they weren't like, you know, they weren't like Gulliver Travel ones, right? They were like real, like normal height stuff. Huh? Home Depot has furniture? I didn't know that. I haven't been in a Home Depot and I can't remember how long. Home Depot, that's an idea. Hey, Bror Fredrik, follow the yellow brick road. Do I? What's at the end? This end up. Online. Amish people can make them some furniture. Amish people don't play when it comes to wood. Amish people don't F around. I bought one of those Amish mantles once for the place that I moved from before I moved here. Like a genuine Amish mantle or whatever. Shit was legit. It wasn't cheap, but it was legit. They don't F around. Rooms to go, I should check out, says Joe. I want. This is why I brought this up. I didn't do it to kill time. I'm actually in a conundrum. 30-inch tall dressers, 24-inch tall beds, 42-inch tall headboards, 19-inch tall nightstands. What's going on? I mean, I'm in a state of bewilderment because I have 3 weeks before I have to do this. So I have to come up with a game plan. You can get on the bed, like you could sit on the end of it, right? Not like feel like you're falling backwards. All right, that's not bad. Bert says, I just got 2 new beds with box spring, great comfort beds with pillows called Honeydew. Check them out for a pillow. So you still use box springs, all right? And then you got the metal frame underneath, you know, and whatever. It's a normal freaking bed. Yeah, it's got whip holders and all sorts of shit. I mean, they're cool. They are cool. I'll admit. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, let's see if I can find one. All right, I'll show you 2. If you want to like spark your imagination, and you tell me what you think. All in one. All right, let's see if this does. Oh my god! Oh my god! All right, do not Google. I thought I was Googling all in one bed, like an all in one bed. We talked about this on Bror Fredrik Raw and Uncensored. All right, I'll risk it. Look what came up. It switched what I typed to all in a bed. One in a bed. It brought me to children's stuff. Am I wrong for feeling extraordinarily disturbed right now? Sorry. Wow. I'm just taken aback by that. That was some creepy stuff. On a different note, let me just clear. I need some mental palate cleansing right now. Why did that pop up? I mean, it didn't say anything about kids or nothing like that, and suddenly it's trying to show me pictures of children in bed. What the? You saw what I Googled, right? I'm a bit disturbed. Alright, anyway, let me not fixate on that. This is what I'm talking about. It's one of these jams here. I'm gonna have to turn the camera on again. Wow. I got the creeps right now. Wait, one more. Alright, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, come on, that's cool. I want one. Oh, they got other ones down there. Let's see. Oh, they got different colors. Alright, come on. Show us what it is. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I mean, I think it was that exact same one, as a matter of fact. Because I remember the shelves over there. And it's got the drawers on the side. It's got those little things that pull out. It's got the, I assume that's a boot knocking apparatus. Another one on the end. And they want $3,000 for that. But yeah, that's, like I said, some dude was selling that and willing to deliver it too. It's got reading lights, storage, Bluetooth speakers. Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. Hey, Tom, it massages. No kidding. Cane. Oh, what are the additional upgrades? What do you get with that? Oh, nightstands for $400. The Steinfeld end table. What is all this here? Oh, should I add it to my cart? Alright. So, yeah. Alright. Let me see this other one I found. Hold on. Alright, I'll find one more for you. Let me see if I can find it. Alright, hold everything. I think I screenshotted it. Let me look through my screenshots. Oh, they're starting to unce the music. All right, what do you think about this one? Now, I'll turn this around again. It's different, right? I mean, that's tall. What do you think? I saw that on Facebook Marketplace. What do you know? Yeah, it has a refrigerator. Yeah, it's like a... It's like, that's what they want anyway. See, that's where we're all gonna end up. Like, the movie Wall-E was, prophetic at the bare minimum. A hint at what's coming in the future, where everyone's gonna be laying down in their own freaking chair, immobile on a freaking IV, you know, in a virtual reality world and moving around like that. That's where we're all going anyway if shit don't change. You know that, right? I'd put a coffee maker in there. Yeah, just get a freaking cut. Well, this is for my guest room. So if you ever stay with me, you know, I want to put you up somewhere nice. You know, I don't want to put you on an army cot. All right, we got nose. Lock someone up in that cage. Yeah, I mean, is that where you put people? Is that? I don't know. Far be it from me to judge. I just found it on Facebook Marketplace. So there is furniture to be had. You know, that was one of them. That was like they wanted $1,000 for that. Yeah, you put the doggos in there. All right, so drop me your ideas. Okay, so I should go to Living Spaces. I don't know if there's one in town. I will figure that out. So Living Spaces is a thing. Okay, how about this? Are there any online places that don't have that? Because I don't have time. That's the thing. I don't have time to go to. I mean, I guess I could take a half a day and go to a furniture store and deal with salespeople. I just don't have time, you know? I mean, I'm doing like 12 to 16 hour days on average, so I just cannot find that level of time. So I'm trying to find something that I could do online. So if anyone has any recommendations whatsoever about an online furniture place that doesn't have Lilliputian miniature frickin' children's furniture that they're trying to, you know, pass off as adult furniture, let me know in the comments. I would totally appreciate that. Now let me see if during the course of this whole chat I missed any super chat activities. Ooh, community moderation. I'm not modding anyway. Oh, I did. I missed Maria with 2 banana ramen for the coffee activities. So, let me thank Phil, let me thank Tom Mack, and let me thank Maria for the super chat activities, and that covers coffee and a little bit of the gas activity. I wanted to do a drive-in chat so bad, but with the condition of the internet now, it's bunk. But I'll do further testing. And I got a place in mind that we're gonna go tomorrow. So it's 7:30. I gotta get to booking, but I'm honestly needing your guys' help and your opinion on what I need to do. Should I keep the Broyhill and be like, you know, be like all old-fashioned fuddy-duddy and shit? Or should I modern up my game? I don't know. I mean, you guys are gonna, well, you guys who are members of brorfredrik.com, you'll end up watching me do the whole thing. So you'll know what this stuff looks like. You'll know what both rooms are like. I ain't putting it out on the public. But I still am soliciting your assistance. I'm just trying to clean up a mess here so they don't twist my onions. All right, people, a Murphy bed. Yeah, I mean, that's an idea too. All right, so I am gonna get going. You guys are already doing the preemptive good nights. I'm supposed to spring it on you so you don't go anywhere, but I ain't an asshole like that. So yeah, I am gonna get going. We're probably gonna go to Ellis Island tomorrow because I do have some business to conduct over there. I just gotta find out if I have to do it tomorrow or not. In which case we'll go to Ellis Island and, you know, mess around over there, have some coffee, some fries, whatever, chill. People watch, good people watching over there. So, one last time, I'm gonna invite you to like, share, and let me thank you for allowing me to get that off my chest. Because it is literally, it's like a thorn in my flesh right now. Yeah. And for everyone who's over at heybrorfredrik.com, Bror Fredrik Raw and Uncensored today, I appreciate you hanging out with me over there too. Because a lot of you are here also. So, one last time, I'm going to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And if you want to support the channel, that's the best way to do it, right there. heybrorfredrik.com, and the Cash App, and the Venmo, and the stuff, and the stuff, and the stuff. And I do appreciate it. And thank you for those super chats, because it's the super chats that keep my channel going. Not so much, you know, YT, you know, proudly sponsored by you guys, and I do appreciate it, and I do love you for it. And on that, no bullshit. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.